In this video, I'm talking all about voiceovers and how you can capture crystal clear audio for your voiceovers. So let's get right into it. So when it comes to voiceovers, audio quality is the most important factor when it comes to shooting a strong voiceover. If you're using bad microphones or you're using a bad technique, when it comes to voiceovers, it's going to be weak, it's going to lack power, and it just won't be very good. So it's very important that you pay very close attention to the quality of your audio. Now, there are a few different things that you can do to capture really clean audio. Now, the first thing that you want to do to capture a really awesome voiceover is invest in a decent microphone. If you don't have an extra microphone and you're using the audio from your camera, then your voiceover is going to sound scratchy, it's going to sound echoey, and it's going to be really bad. So it's really important to buy a microphone and get this close to the person recording the voiceover. Now, this one's really important. The closer the microphone is to the subject delivering the voiceover, the cleaner the audio is going to be. So let me give you an example. If I have the microphone right up to my mouth, then I'm going to capture really crystal clear audio. But if I have the microphone over here, the audio just isn't as good. It's just a little bit echoey, it's very empty, and it doesn't have a rich, warm sound to it. So bringing the microphone up close is one of the best ways that you can capture better audio for your voiceovers. You've probably noticed this thing on the microphone. This is a big fluffy dead cat, and this is basically there to stop the sound of wind and rustling sounds. Now, you would typically use one of these when you're filming outside, but because I have the microphone so close to my mouth, the wind coming from my mouth generated as I'm talking is enough to distort the audio. So it's super important that you have some sort of wind protection for your microphone. Now, let me just show you two examples. This is me talking into the microphone with the wind protection. Now, if I take this off, this is me talking into the microphone without the wind protection. That audio is pretty ugly. So the next step is to get some sort of wind protection for your microphone. Now, if you're using a camera microphone, so this is a shotgun microphone, for example, then you can just buy a dead cat for the microphone, and that's what this thing is. However, if you're lucky enough, if you have a studio microphone, then you can get a pop shield or some other protection in front of the microphone that is going to do a very similar thing to the dead cat. And then, of course, location plays a big part in recording a strong voiceover. In order to capture a strong voiceover, you want to try and dampen the sound as much as possible. Now, as you can probably hear, there is a little bit of an echo in this room. So if I was trying to shoot a really clean voiceover, then I wouldn't shoot in this room. I would go and find a room where there is no echo and there is a very damp sound. Now, this is why the audio captured in a sound recording booth is really awesome. That's because there's foam in the walls, in the ceiling, on the floor. All of that foam in the walls and the ceiling and everything else there is designed to dampen the sound. It's there to take the echo in the room away and create a really clean sound. So if you don't have access to a recording studio or you don't want to hang up big pieces of foam in your living room to capture a clean voiceover, then there's a few things that you can do. The first thing that you want to do is get out of a room with hard flooring. So as you can see, for this video, I'm not following my own advice and I'm shooting in a room with hard wooden flooring. Now, if you have hard wooden flooring with no carpet, you've got walls and a ceiling, it's all really hard material. The sound of your voice is going to echo off all of the walls and the floor and create a really echoed sound in your recording. So the first thing that you want to do is find a room with carpet because this will take out a lot of the echo. Now, there's one really simple, really homemade trick that you can do to get a really clean sound in your audio, and that is to record your voiceover in your bed. So if you get your duvet, you hold it over your head, you hold it over the microphone, you're going to capture a really clean sound because the duvet and the mattress underneath you is going to absorb all of that echo and you're just going to get very crystal clean vocals. This obviously isn't a duvet and this isn't a bed that I'm on. I'm in the middle of a living room, so it won't be as effective, but let me show you an example of what this can do. Okay, so I'm under this blanket and already the audio should be sounding a lot nicer. A lot of that echo has disappeared and this is a really easy way to capture a clean voiceover. Is this the weirdest YouTube video you've watched today? So as you can see, simply throwing a blanket or a duvet over yourself and the microphone is a very easy way to capture much cleaner audio. So in order to capture a crystal clear voiceover, you want to invest in a separate microphone to your camera. You want to get that microphone as close to the subject as possible, put some sort of wind protection on top of the microphone, and shoot in a location which isn't going to echo. Just because you don't have access to the best microphones and the recording studio doesn't mean you can't create a really awesome, clean voiceover. Just follow the tips in this video and I promise you your audio is going to sound a lot stronger. So if this video helped you at all, or if you enjoyed it, then please do let me know in that comment section below. And if you're subscribed, then I will see you tomorrow for another brand new video. See you there.